if he was a champion at that point, I fight him, because my goal was being undisputed. After September, we fight in December or February. We wanna see. I never talked to them about it, but we will see.
To the world, I'm the best in the world. So it's like, imagine you've been working your whole fucking life, you've been working your ass off to get this promotion, and this fucking dude doesn't want to give you this promotion. You know what I mean? Because once you fight a person like Canelo, right? I have my fair amount of fans. But once I fight him, and if I beat him, I steal all his fans, and now I'm become the number one. And that's really the only way you can prove you're number one.
The actual champion of any division. It's not his fault. He hasn't been given the opportunity. I mean, he may have been the best fighter in multiple divisions, but he's never proven that he is the champion by beating the champ, because he's been frozen out of those fights. The problem is Benavidez is now using the same excuse to avoid fighting Opetaia as Canelo used to avoid fighting Benavidez.
Like I said, if you interview him, just ask him that for me.
I will.
Did you get reach up? How many times have they been trying to reach? No, I like fucking hear crickets. Nothing back, you know? So why are you talking all this and doing this and doing that, you know? Let's sit down, you know?
Canelo Alvarez has finally addressed the ongoing speculation surrounding a possible future showdown with David Benavidez. At the same time, Max Kellerman has added fuel to the fire by accusing Benavidez of steering clear of Jai Opetaia, triggering a fresh wave of controversy and debate throughout the boxing community.
He has to build himself up. What does he really bring to the table? I'm looking for legacy fights. Canelo's chasing sanctioning body belts and all that stuff, but it was all nonsense. And Canelo, who's never ducked anyone in his career, except Benavidez at super middleweight, was wrong. And Benavidez should have gotten his shot. And right now, I believe Benavidez is wrong, and he should fight Jai Opetaia, the cruiserweight champion of the whole wide world. What do you think, Teo?
Yeah, I think I actually agree with you on this one, Max. I think, honestly, Benavidez should just go after the ring and face Jai Opetaia. I mean, why not? I mean, overall, it should be a better fight. People want to see it already, and you'll be the...
Max Kellerman didn't stop there. He went on to question Benavidez's championship credentials altogether, arguing that a true champion would actively pursue the toughest available challenges. According to Kellerman, Jai Opetaia represents the most dangerous and legitimate threat in the cruiserweight division, and he believes Benavidez has been reluctant to take that fight.
Champion.
And also the logic that he's using, well, I'm after legacy stuff. Does he think that some sanctioning body, that a belt confers some special status actually on a fight? Who are the two best cruiserweights in the world? It is obvious to everyone. Jai Opetaia, David Benavidez. So the thing to do is to find out who's better.
Adding further momentum to the discussion, Mike Coppinger noted that the WBC has officially ordered David Benavidez to defend against Noel Mikhailian. He also pointed to criticism suggesting Benavidez previously passed on opportunities to face both Dimitri Bivol and Jai Opetaia at 175 pounds, choosing instead to pursue a bout with Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez.
On Friday with Noel Mikhailian and Jai Opetaia, right? Jai Opetaia and Noel Mikhailian in talks for a fight later this year, looking at September maybe, for Ring Magazine Zuffa title, and of course, Noel has the WBC title as well, and then the WBC swooped in. And
you say, of course, I have no idea who
So
holds
the WBC swooped in on Friday and made an unusual move, not unprecedented, but very unusual, and they ordered Noel Mikhailian to defend the title against Benavidez, who's a unified champion. So we'll see what happens there. But look, I agree with you. I want to see Benavidez against Opetaia, and Benavidez was not ducked to 175. He was generously offered the Bivol fight. He was offered the Benavidez fight. He wanted to...
Those accusations have created a fierce divide among fans and analysts. Despite the pushback, Max Kellerman continues to stand by his position, maintaining that Benavidez is now avoiding a showdown with Jai Opetaia, even though the fight appears to be available and highly demanded by the boxing public.
At 68, you're right. If you're right, Bivol was willing to fight him.
Yeah.
Bivol is not a ducker anyway. Yeah.
Not a ducker.
Neither better be him, obviously.
He's not a ducker. David's not a ducker at all.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's a monster, not a duck. Real quick.
Well, but this is a duck.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. This is what's called boxing. I watched Loma do the same thing to T.O. Right? He made him, he had to earn all that stuff. You kept calling him out.
Well, I had to get a world title.
You're not ready yet. And then when he got his chance, he whooped him. Okay? Keith Thurman did the same thing back to Spence back in the day. They always talk about it. And then I watched Spence do the same to the Crawford. You got to earn the right to fight me.
But you're getting all mixed up. Spence and Crawford, just because that happened and that was wrong, doesn't mean...
Jose Benavidez Sr. strongly disagrees with that narrative and insists the situation is being misrepresented. According to him, he possesses evidence showing that David is not the one avoiding the matchup. Instead, he claims that Jai Opetaia's team has repeatedly failed to respond to calls, messages, and attempts to begin serious discussions about making the fight happen.
You know, I've been talking to his manager. I've been trying to talk to him. They're not responding to phone calls. I sent Opetaia, listen, I know you want to fight. Help me out. Get me to your manager. Let's talk about this fight. You know, give me here's my number. Tell your manager to call me. Let's make it happen. You know, the thing is sometimes, you know, these fighters, they want to fight, but the managers and the team knows that he's not ready for David. So that's why they're not reaching up. And I'm going to show you. I got proofs. I'm going to tell you right now. You're only the first one that's hearing this right now. You know, I reach up to them. I call Dana White also. He's not responding. I got it. I got.
Meanwhile, another storyline has emerged involving Dimitri Bivol. Following his recent victory over Michael Eifert, Bivol's father stepped forward to dismiss claims that Benavidez had hurt his son during sparring sessions in the past. As the debate continues to evolve, many observers believe the focus should now shift toward one specific opponent. With uncertainty surrounding Bivol's future and Callum Smith being linked to David Morrell, Jai Opetaia has increasingly become the name that fans and analysts most want to see opposite Benavidez.
It's been spoilt somewhat because we didn't get to see Callum Smith versus David Morrell. The winner of that would have definitely been just to fight Bivol. I do wonder if Callum now just jumps straight in with Bivol. Does Bivol's team entice Benavidez to come back down? After Benavidez said he hurt Bivol in sparring, do they try and get that one on? I know Bivol's trainer or father's almost called out Benavidez for those words. So I don't know. What's bigger, actually? Benavidez Bivol or Benavidez Opetaia?
Well, in my head, the more thrilling fight is going to be Opetaia and Benavidez, and we were both salivating at that.
Responding to criticism from both Bivol and his camp, Jose Benavidez Sr. argued that the history of the situation tells a different story. He claims that when his team actively pursued the fight, it was Bivol who altered the landscape by vacating his title. From his perspective, it is unfair to portray Benavidez as someone avoiding challenges when opportunities were already on the table. He maintains that David has consistently shown a willingness to face any opponent placed in front of him.
Those fights happen, you know. Now the father of Bivol is saying that, you know, he's going to shut David up and this and that. And why did you guys give the belt away? We've been trying to make that fight, you know. You just hand over the belt. We didn't want to get it like that, you know. So now, you know, we're coming for all those belts. So let's make that fight happen. If you're really serious about it and you're talking all this, you know, let's make it happen. We're not talking about Bivol. We just want to make those fights, you know. Now they're getting mad. Now they're saying this and that, you know. Let's make the fight.
Although Canelo Alvarez recently left the door slightly open regarding a future fight with David Benavidez, Benavidez himself appears far less optimistic. He openly expressed doubts that the matchup will ever become reality, citing Canelo's current career stage and the possibility that retirement could come before negotiations materialize. While continuing to show respect for everything Canelo has accomplished, Benavidez believes he has exhausted every effort to secure the fight and is now focused on building his own legacy regardless of whether the opportunity ever arrives.
You were like, all right, you want that Canelo fight, but we don't know if that's going to happen or doesn't.
No, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Really?
I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think Canelo's at a point right now, he probably might retire in the next couple fights. But, I mean, I did everything possible to make the fight happen. And I don't like talking about Canelo no more because people, oh, he's a hater. Get Canelo's name out of your mouth. It's not that, but at the end of the day, don't you want to see the two best in boxing fight? Like, it's like,
and I'm a Canelo fan, but I'm just like, I mean, if the, you know, if the kid wants it, you know what I'm saying?
It makes sense too because they'll break numbers and pay-per-view sales. The live attendance be crazy, so much people would go. And it'd probably be one of the greatest fights in Mexican boxing history. So I feel like that's what we're leaving on.
Benavidez expanded on the situation by acknowledging that some of the biggest fights in boxing often mean as much to the fans as they do to the fighters themselves. He admitted that it can be disappointing when highly anticipated matchups never come together after years of discussion and excitement. Having already moved through multiple weight classes and collected world titles along the way, Benavidez believes he has consistently pursued the toughest challenges available. With his attention now centered on defending his championships and continuing his rise, he says he remains committed to building his own legacy regardless of the super fights that never materialized.
be ashamed because I always say at the fights, they don't belong to us. They belong to the fans, to the people. They have that memory because when I was growing up, I remember watching these great fights and that's what motivated me to be who I am today. So it's like, man, we're leaving a great fight on the table, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's nothing much I could do about it. I've done all my parts. I beat every guy in front of me to get to that guy and it didn't happen. So like, I gotta make my own lane, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I went up 2 weight classes, no, actually 4 weight classes to get belt, and now I'm champion in 2 different divisions, and I'm looking to defend titles in both.
At the moment, a showdown between Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez appears further away than ever. As attention shifts toward Benavidez's next challenge, Gareth A. Davies believes Jai Opetaia would have a legitimate chance of defeating him if that fight were made. Even so, Davies maintains that the most fascinating matchup available remains Benavidez against Dimitri Bivol. He feels the contrast between Bivol's technical precision and Benavidez's relentless pressure would create a clash between 2 of boxing's elite talents. The fact that both fighters are naturally comfortable at 175 pounds only adds another layer of intrigue to the potential contest.
But too big and too powerful. But wow, it's a fight I'd love to see. Having said that, the pristine, sleek style of Bivol against the straight punching, devastating Benavidez, I think is equally appetizing, Eddie. I could watch both of them all week long, all year long. So go on, pick one. I think Benavidez and Bivol, just to see if Benavidez's power could test Bivol.
Yeah, and that's Benavidez's ideal weight as well, 175. Cruiserweight, he does it, he looks good, he's a big boy, but really and truly he's a 175.
The debate surrounding Benavidez continues to generate strong opinions from every side. Max Kellerman remains convinced that Benavidez is avoiding Jai Opetaia, while Shady views the situation through a business lens and argues that Jai has not yet earned a fight of that magnitude. Max quickly pushes back on that claim by highlighting Opetaia's status as the Ring Magazine champion in the same division, making him difficult to overlook. Mike offers a more measured assessment, acknowledging that Max raises valid points about the significance of the matchup, while also agreeing that Jai still lacks the widespread recognition and star power Benavidez has already built throughout his career.
I watch these boxers do it all the time.
No, but there's a difference
Earn the right to fight.
When you come into someone else's division who's already the Ring Magazine champion, you have no leg to stand on to say they don't have, this is not legacy for me, they're not big enough yet. He's the champ of the division.
Shady actually swayed me. I see his point.
Come on now, come on, Mike.
Boxing-wise and accomplishment-wise, you are right. What Shady, I believe, is saying is Benavidez is a much bigger name. He's a much bigger attraction.
He is a bigger star, therefore he is in the driver's seat to an extent. The point is, the same argument he's using against Canelo, where he ducked Canelo, Canelo can turn around and say, no, it was business, you weren't where you needed to be.
Max takes the discussion a step further by arguing that the issue extends beyond whether Benavidez is avoiding Jai Opetaia. He questions whether a fighter can truly claim to rule a division without pursuing the most defining and meaningful fights available. In Max's opinion, the same reasoning often used to defend Benavidez should also apply when discussing Canelo Alvarez and other major stars. That is why he believes accusations of ducking should be applied consistently across the board. Offering a completely different viewpoint, Teofimo Lopez argues that Jai Opetaia has not yet earned that opportunity because he still lacks a signature victory over an opponent with the reputation and accomplishments of David Benavidez.
To do this to Opetaia, he has to stop complaining about Canelo.
That's fair, Max.
But at the same time, you look at it, David just fought Gilberto, right? Unified champion, right?
No, Gilberto was, he had belts.
Belt holder?
No, Gilberto, Zurdo Ramirez was never a champion at cruiserweight. He had a belt. You were a champion in 2 divisions because you beat the champion. You didn't just win a belt, you were the champ.
I get that. But at the same time, Jai Opetaia, who did he just fight, right? He fought Brandon Glanton, right?
Before that, he fought Bradis. He won the Cruiserweight Championship, lineal Ring Magazine, against one of the best cruiserweights ever.
I get that, but in today's modern era, it's about...
Explaining his position further, Teofimo Lopez points to Benavidez's resume and notes that he has already defeated several high-profile opponents throughout his career. Because of that, Lopez believes comparisons between Benavidez and Opetaia are still premature. Max Kellerman disagrees, focusing specifically on the cruiserweight division and arguing that Opetaia's accomplishments within the weight class make him one of the most accomplished fighters there. Interestingly, Max still favors Benavidez if the fight were to happen. His concern centers more on consistency, insisting that Benavidez cannot continue criticizing Canelo for avoiding certain opponents while choosing not to pursue Jai Opetaia under similar circumstances, regardless of whether the reasoning involves business, legacy, or risk.
Much more. Benavidez might beat Opetaia, right? He'd be favored to do so. I'm saying Opetaia is a much more accomplished cruiserweight than Benavidez.
Boxing-wise,
much more accomplished.
And
Zurdo.
We talking boxing-wise, but if you ask the
business, you're talking about
business-wise, like you ask, everybody don't even know who Jai is. We know because we in the boxing world, but everybody don't know who that is. Everybody know who he would Tyson today. He's with Floyd tomorrow. Like he's a big draw.
No question. And all I'm saying is if Benavidez wants to take this position, he needs to stop complaining.
Meanwhile, Jose Benavidez Sr. continues to stand firmly behind his son's ambitions. He insists that Jai Opetaia, Dimitri Bivol, and Artur Beterbiev have always been among the names at the very top of David's target list. According to Jose, the problem has never been a lack of willingness from Benavidez's camp, but rather a lack of engagement from the other side. He openly invites any interested party to begin serious negotiations and argues that David is focused on securing legacy-defining fights rather than chasing easy opportunities. Jose even claims that certain fighters use Benavidez's name to generate publicity before backing away once meaningful discussions begin.
We want to fight Bivol, Beterbiev, Opetaia, the cruiserweight champion also, that's on our list right now, We're not saying that we're better than all these fighters, but David wants to test himself, and he wants to fight nothing but the best. They claim to be the best. What's going on? They just talk, but they don't respond. And I got proof. So, I don't know. They just want to look good on Instagram or on social media and all that, but I'll tell you something. Everybody's scared of the mix.
Another major storyline emerged when the WBC officially ordered Noel Mikhailian to defend his title against David Benavidez, a decision that surprised many observers around the sport. Sharing his thoughts on the situation, Chris Algieri suggested that Jai Opetaia's ongoing circumstances with Zuffa may have influenced multiple potential matchups. He believes those complications could help explain why a fight between Benavidez and Opetaia never gained traction and why Mikhailian was also unable to pursue that opportunity. As for Noel himself, Algieri views the fight as a significant opportunity that offers both a substantial payday and the chance to elevate his profile on one of the biggest stages of his career.
10, who's going to be Zuffa, so he's out. Opetaia's out. That's 3 guys right there in a weight class that isn't that deep. And Benavidez has already beaten Zurdo, who's the other top guy around. Really, Mikhailian's in Mikhailian's in a pretty good spot right now. He's going to make some bank.
Yeah, he's gonna. I don't blame him at all. His team. Zuffa approached him and was like, "You fight Opetaia for probably a good amount of money," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in."
Yeah.
And then at the last second, and according to WBC, I don't want to give their side of it too. They said that Mikhailian didn't satisfy a bunch of mandatories, so we've given him a lot of chances to do right here. He can't fight Opetaia. He's got to fight mandatories, but then they just shove.
With so many possibilities still on the table, the question remains, who should David Benavidez face next? Should he pursue Jai Opetaia, revisit the possibility of facing Dimitri Bivol, or focus on defending his position against Noel Mikhailian? Let us know your choice in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more breaking boxing news, analysis, and updates as the story continues to develop.